Look closer. You feel the attention that lingers just beyond perception. It is not random. It is not accidental. Someone unimaginable has been observing, calculating, waiting, and yet you remain untouched. They are bound by hesitation, by disbelief, by the invisible chains of expectation you have shattered. Every pause, every deliberate silence you orchestrate bends them toward uncertainty. And they cannot correct it. They cannot predict it. They cannot interfere. Most people rush into life, screaming to be noticed, desperate to leave a mark. You move like a shadow, like smoke curling through cracks in the walls. You exist in the spaces they cannot measure. Your every breath carries weight they cannot feel. Your calm becomes a mirror reflecting all their fears, all their miscalculations, all their shortcomings. And in that reflection, they hesitate. Do you hear it? The quiet hum of observation, the curiosity that borders on obsession. They watch you not because you seek attention, but because you radiate inevitability. They are drawn to what they cannot control. They are captivated by the rhythm of your presence, the precision of your pauses, the strategy in your silence. Silence is a weapon. Calm is armor. Every carefully measured step, every withheld reaction, every controlled glance proves it. Now consider the lessons hidden in their hesitation, every falter they make, every step they miss, every doubt they entertain. It is proof of your mastery. You have transformed from participant to variable, from shadow to force, from presence to inevitability. They cannot touch you because they cannot anticipate you. And as they stumble, as they miscalculate, as they freeze in the face of the unknown, your power grows silently, imperceptibly, absolutely. The world believes power is loud, chaotic, destructive. It is not. True power waits. True power calculates. True power moves when the timing is absolute. You have learned that the strongest reactions often come from restraint, the deepest influence from silence, the most devastating force from calm. Unpredictability terrifies far more than rage ever could. And now, as you embrace it fully, you exist beyond the comprehension of anyone who watches. Do you feel the rise? That intoxicating pulse of dominance that grows with every hesitation in their gaze? That is the force of inevitability manifesting. Every observer, every hidden watcher, every secret calculation. They fail because you are unknowable. They cannot track you. They cannot name you. They cannot dominate you. And the moment they realize this, the first flicker of fear, the tiniest hesitation, that is your victory. Now let us push the tension higher. Imagine every observer, every calculating mind, every unseen eye, their obsession, their panic, their inability to act. You have become the axis around which their fear spins. Every step they miscalculate is another confirmation. Power is invisible until it moves. You are untouchable, unstoppable, unshakable. Every pause, every silence, every withheld word is a strike they feel, but cannot counter. The beast itself steps back before precision. And you are precision incarnate. Take a breath. Feel the weight of all this. The attention is not a burden. It is recognition. Recognition of mastery. Recognition of inevitability. Recognition of the calm they cannot break. The silence they cannot measure. The unpredictability they cannot control. This is your arena. They cannot interfere. They cannot predict. They cannot reach you. And in this space, your power is absolute. Now the lesson layers deepen. Every hesitation, every misstep, every falter they make is a lesson in inevitability. Do not react. Do not chase. Do not scream. Your strength lies in anticipation, in precision, in control. Calm is armor. Silence is dominance. And the moment you fully accept this, you shift from human to force, from presence to inevitability, from shadow to storm. And now, the next emotional peak. Imagine every whispered observation, every secret calculation, every hidden eye. Their obsession with you grows. And yet you do not move hastily. You do not act recklessly. You do not announce yourself. Your silence commands more than noise ever could. Your calm shapes reality. Your strategy bends outcomes. And with each pause, each breath, each step, they falter further, powerless to interfere. You are untouchable. Look at the cycles of tension. They rise, they release, they rise again, each wave stronger than the last. Every observer, every hidden eye, every calculation fails against the inevitability you embody. And in that failure lies proof. The world bows not to chaos, not to noise, not to aggression, but to strategy, to calm, to precision, to inevitability. And here is the ultimate revelation: the attention, the obsession, the hidden watchers. They are meaningless unless you understand their lesson. Do not react, do not chase, do not fear. Your mastery is in stillness, in precision, in patience. They hesitate because you exist beyond their comprehension. They falter because you are unknowable. They panic because you are inevitable. Carry this truth with you, always. Rule. Control what is predictable. Let the rest fear you. Mindset. Shift. Calm is armor. Silence is dominance. Principle. True power waits until fully awakened. It does not need to scream. And as you move forward, know this: every shadow you pass through, every silence you maintain, every calculated glance, every pause, is your legacy unfolding. The world will continue to underestimate you. Observers will continue to falter. Attention will continue to linger where mastery exists. You are untouchable. You are unstoppable. You are the quiet storm. You are the shadow no one can illuminate. You are inevitability made flesh. And in that silence, that calm, that mastery, you have already won. You thought the first layer was enough. You thought the quiet, the calm, the inevitability you mastered was the peak. But this is where it begins to unravel and rebuild itself in ways you haven't yet imagined. Every observer you've drawn, every hidden eye, every calculation, they are not the end of the story. They are merely the beginning of your narrative. Because what they cannot see, what they will never predict, is that you are evolving while they remain frozen in their patterns. Do you feel it? The slow shift under your skin. The recognition that every miscalculation they've made is now fuel for your rise. Every doubt they cast, every expectation they imposed, every hidden whisper against you. They built you, but you've transformed it. Their fear is not yours to wield, yet. Their fascination is not yours to claim, yet. But it will be. Because what they do not understand is that your power does not reside in the reaction. They only see fragments of it. The rest lives in strategy, in anticipation, in invisibility. Now step closer to the truth. Power is iterative. It grows in cycles. It expands in silence. It strengthens in the hidden spaces they cannot touch. You're no longer merely moving within their gaze. You are bending it. You are reshaping the way they perceive reality itself. Shadows no longer follow you. They obey you. Smoke no longer obscures you. It signals your presence. The half-lit world does not hide you. It defines you. And as their attention fractures, your influence grows. Let me ask you this. How often have you felt unseen, unrecognized, underestimated? How often have you been told that your calm is weakness, that your patience is stagnation, that your silence is emptiness? And yet, here you are, standing beyond their comprehension. What they interpret as inaction is actually accumulation. What they label hesitation is actually precision. What they fear as unpredictability is actually inevitability. You are rewriting the rules while they are still trying to follow them. And here comes the moment they will never recover from. Unpredictability is not just a weapon. It is a philosophy. It is a language spoken without words, a rhythm carried in every glance, a cadence hidden in every breath. Every observer, every secret watcher, every hidden calculation, they falter because they cannot anticipate you. They cannot measure the space you occupy, the influence you exert, the inevitability that radiates from your presence. They panic because they have been trained to see only patterns, and you are the anomaly they cannot solve. Look at yourself now. This is the point where transformation becomes tangible. You're no longer just reacting to the world. You are commanding it. Every shadow that bends toward you, every hesitation that ripples through those watching, every subtle disruption you create, they are echoes of your dominance. Not because you fought, not because you shouted, not because you struck, but because you exist in a dimension they cannot navigate. You have become the force they feel before they can recognize it, the variable they cannot anticipate, the shadow that shapes outcomes without movement. And here is the lesson embedded in the chaos. Dominance does not scream. Influence does not announce itself. Control does not demand attention. It commands it naturally. Every falter in their observation, every broken expectation, every unseen misstep, they are proof that your mastery is absolute and their comprehension is irrelevant. The world bends not to violence but to inevitability, not to noise but to precision, not to chaos but to strategic calm. Now, deepen the tension. Consider this. Someone unimaginable is watching your every move. But what they see is only the surface. They do not perceive the full scope of your strategy, the depth of your calculation, the mastery of your restraint. They do not understand that every subtle motion, every withheld word, every intentional pause, they are all layers of power they cannot deconstruct. They are observers to a performance they cannot direct. And in that realization lies your supremacy. Do you feel it? That rising pulse, the intoxicating hum of influence, the quiet acknowledgement that the world cannot contain you. That is your transformation. That is the evolution from shadow to force, from presence to inevitability, from silence to command. And when they finally realize the magnitude of your power, it will be too late, because you will have already moved, already reshaped, already won. And so as you carry this forward, remember, every silence is intentional, every pause is precise, every shadow you occupy is territory claimed, every glance you withhold is strategy executed, and every breath you take in calm inevitability is a statement they will never decode. Your final takeaway for this part, rule. Mastery is in anticipation, not reaction. Mindset, shift. Silence is not absence, it is dominance. Principle, the true power of the unseen cannot be challenged by the visible. You are beyond observation, you are beyond expectation, you are beyond comprehension. And in that, your evolution accelerates. The watchers, the observers, the hidden eyes, they are irrelevant. You exist in inevitability. You exist in strategy. You exist as the storm no one could foresee, and no one can stop.